Original live stream date May 19, 2025, via StreamYard. The award-winning support our #Creatives podcast, hosted by Alan Greenstein. Our special guest is Anna Marguerite Brandimarte, entrepreneur, candlemaker, actress, expert in the paranormal, podcaster, author. We will discuss Anna's candle-making business, why Anna is resuming practicing the paranormal as a primary activity after taking a break, her book, her podcast, her acting work, and more. This is a recording of a live broadcast, so expect some imperfections during the show. There was some editing performed on the original recording. Enjoy the show.
Hey, hello everybody. This is Alan Greenstein of Supporter #Creatives. First, I'd like to thank people who are watching live as well as those who are watching the replay. So as I said, my name is Alan Greenstein. I'm the founder of Supporter #Creatives. The goal of our organization is to level the playing field for underrepresented creators and artists so that they have the same opportunities as everyone else to get their works created, distributed, and seen. I'm also on the board of directors of the Bella Levy Foundation, and the goal of the Bella Levy Foundation is to fight human trafficking and provide a safe haven for its warriors. So I am so excited tonight. Our guest is Anna Brandimarte, entrepreneur, candlemaker, actress, podcaster, and author, among other things. So I'm so excited once again to have you here. And why don't you briefly introduce yourself, and then we'll be on to our questions.
Hey everybody, my name is Anna Brandimarte. I am a actress, a broadcast. I am a spiritual medium. I'm a clairvoyant. I do tarot cards. I also have a broadcast that I'm changing to paranormal, which we'll be getting into with the show. And I am also becoming an author.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, Anna, we're going to start by talking about your interest and practicing of the paranormal. How did you first get interested in doing that?
Well, Alan, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch. I hope you're ready.
Okay.
It all started when I was a kid. My mom showed me my first ghost movie, and ever since then, I was very fascinated in the supernatural. After high school, I became more fascinated with the ghost shows that first came out on TV. You know, I got to watch them, and I got very interested. So I started developing, getting the equipment and doing all that other stuff, going on adventures, and then I just got really into it after that, started taking ghost classes and so forth.
Oh, yeah. And do you have like people coming to see you so that you can talk to them and relative to the paranormal?
Well, what I used to do that when I lived in Jersey, but ever since I moved to Virginia, I do it from the computer now. They send me pictures. I help them with the pictures. I help them through negativity cases. Actually, I just did one not too long ago over the weekend. I actually help other paranormal teams out in the States, and I'm just trying to be there for people as much as possible. It's because it has been very helpful.
Oh, wow. Okay. Can you define exactly what paranormal means?
The paranormal, what it means is that something that you see that isn't there. It can mean lots of things. It could mean, when it comes to a spirit, there's so many different spirits. The paranormal, there's also a word called the supernatural. But the supernatural and the paranormal are two different meanings. So the paranormal is filled with lots of spirits, lots of dark entities, things you don't want to deal with. I've had, best way to describe it is either don't look for it, either read about it, or also trying to discover it by watching. Don't believe everything you see on TV because, with the meaning behind the paranormal, they fake it all the time. So, but your best bet if you want to learn what the paranormal is, I would suggest, be very careful with it. And like I said, it's got a lot of demons, it's got a lot of poltergeists, it's got human spirits, anything you could think of, it is there with that name. So that's my best way of describing it for you.
Okay. I know you have a podcast that's associated with the paranormal. Can you tell us the name of it and what your goal of having the podcast is?
So the broadcast, I'm finally coming back to the paranormal. My broadcast is called The Dead That Follows. The reason behind that is that The Dead That Follows is the meaning behind my book as well. I'm also going to have guests every once in a while, but once in a while I'm going to talk about what I see, what I discover, stories, where I go, adventures. But like I said, I will have guests on there. You can come on to where, say, you don't understand something and you want to come on and ask me and we can talk about it, we can do that as well.
Oh, okay. And let's see. So how often are your episodes going to be? Are they going to be regularly scheduled or what?
They're going to be about an hour. I usually do it between on a Friday or a Saturday night where people are available. I can be very flexible. It's usually going to be at 9:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and but it's going to be usually I do like every Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Oh, wow, fantastic! Yeah,
Thank you.
And is this done live?
Yep, it's done live. I will not have StreamYard. I would have another platform. I do not like the way StreamYard works. So the other StreamYard, I'll have something different. So you'll see that once the broadcast will start airing.
Yeah. Is it going to be starting this week or when is it going to be starting?
My goal is the end of May. I'm still doing the entry. I still have to edit videos and get everything together. I have to change a lot of things since my broadcast was fashion, but because everybody is voting for paranormal, now I got to redo everything. So now one more week, it will be ready.
Oh, fantastic. Well, doing it live, obviously, you get the spontaneity that, especially if it's something like the paranormal, you never know what's going to happen, right?
No,
so, yeah.
No, that's the whole fun behind it.
Okay. Well, that's really exciting. So it's almost here. This is great. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and you said that it'll probably each episode will be approximately an hour in length.
Yep, 1 hour.
Okay. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Okay. Okay. And will these be available afterward, recorded, so that people can watch them? If they can't watch them live, will they be able to watch them someplace?
Yes, it will be streamed onto YouTube, definitely. Okay. I will have iHeartRadio tuned up with RSS and Spotify, so you will catch your broadcast on those channels. I will have lots of platforms prepared for the show.
Okay, very good. This is great to know. Okay, and so I guess you don't have a link right now that you can give people, but eventually, I guess if how will they be able to find it?
They can find it. The link will be connected to my Facebook in the bio below. Sorry.
Oh, okay, fantastic. Go to your Facebook
Yep.
timeline profile, and people will be able to find
Yep.
it there.
It will all be down there. Yep.
Okay. Yes, and I will certainly make sure people know about it as well. Okay, fantastic. Let's see. Is there anything else you want to say about paranormal before we go on to the next topic?
I went back to the paranormal. I took a break for quite some time to figure out where my path was going to lead to for myself. And I tried the whole fashion thing and it just wasn't my cup of tea. And every time where I was going to quit the paranormal, it just kept on following me. And people can't believe I have this amazing gift. And they're like, why do you hide it? So I was like, you know what? Never mind. I'm just going to go back to what I was doing. And that's everybody is happy. And they're like, oh, we have our Anna back. Yay. So,
that's great.
They can be very supportive when they want to.
Yeah, people know about you from the past, and as you said, they want more from you relative to paranormal. So there you go. You are in demand. So congratulations.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. Okay, we'll be going on to our next topic a little bit, but before we do, we'll pause for a brief commercial. We'll be right back. I'm Alan Greenstein, founder and producer at Support Our #Creatives. At Support Our #Creatives, I offer a number of services to support those developing a project. Check out the services tab of my website at supportourcreatives.com. If you are interested, please use the contact tab on my website or email me directly at alan@supportourcreatives.com. Okay, we are back. All right. Okay, let's talk about your experience as a candle maker.
Oh, well, before I met you guys, I have been in this and trying to get up there for a very long time. I was always much into candles because of the whole, spiritual side and the healing side of things. And one day I just kind of wanted to make candles, and I have seen a lot of people do it, and I'm like, it can't be that difficult. Let me tell you, it is difficult. It's not that easy. So I discovered that it was something meant for me. It does take a while to get off in the ground. It takes a lot of work. If you don't have a passion for it, don't do it. That's all I'm going to give it the advice for.
Okay. So when did you get started with candle making?
Let's see. It's been about, I would have to go about 4 years now. It's been a long time. I was in New Jersey when I first started. So I lived here for 2 years, and then back then I would say 5.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So tell us a little bit about the process of making a candle. Do you make just custom made candles when people ask for a certain design, or do you make candles in general, that people can purchase?
I make candles in general, but if somebody wants something specific, I would not mind making that specific candle for them, because I like to make sure that my customers and my clients stay happy as possible. But I am trying right now to come up with something that is going to catch people's eyes. So that's the goal right now. It's going to be very interesting. I had to switch it up a little bit, and the name's going to be switched again. Hopefully it's going to stay this time. But it's going to be awesome. You guys are going to love it. I'm going to make little bags to hold the candles in. You get free gifts when you order a candle from me. I do make candle molds. So if you want a candle mold and you want it to look crazy, I can do that too.
Oh, wow. Fantastic. And is there a website where people can go to see what you have, what your inventory is?
Yeah, I have Etsy. It's in the bio. Yeah, it's in the bio in my Facebook page, but Etsy it might be changed. So my friend gave me another website. She told me to look into it. So Etsy has been giving me a lot of issues lately. But if you still want to look into it, why it's on my Facebook page, go to my bio where the links are. It is right in the link.
Okay, so at least at the moment you do everything through Etsy.
Yeah, Etsy. Yep.
Yeah. So, do you make candles with fragrance and or
Yes.
yes? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Can people specify the kind of fragrance that they want?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, fantastic! Yeah. And I guess do you have candles in all different sizes that people might want?
Yep. So if you want small, large, medium, if you want glass jar, if you want solid jar, just let me know ahead of time because then I have to order everything in and then start making it and then I will ship it out to you.
Fantastic. Okay, so everybody, don't forget, go to Anna's Facebook and you'll see the link to the Etsy page and be able to see all the great items that she has to offer and support.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now, I've heard a lot about the fact that you have a book coming out. And so
yes.
let's talk about that.
Yes. I've been wanting to become an author for a long time now, and I've been always flip-flopping what I'm going to write. So I have been writing. I'm hoping that the book will be out this year. I'm hoping. I had to change some stuff up because I had some changes in my life that I want to add in the book. So basically, the book is going to be about how I grew up, where my gift came in, and why the fashion took over the paranormal.
Oh, okay. And do you have a title for the book yet?
Yes, I do. I know. I'm going blank here. Oh, okay. It's fashion that took over the dark side. Oh. That's the title.
Okay.
I know it sounds like I was trying to make the title as much as where people like, wow, that sounds kind of new. So I'm trying to give it like a jump title, like, okay, where did it come from? So hopefully it'll catch people's eye. Oh, so I'm going to have pictures in there and pictures of spirits and all that other stuff as well.
Yeah. Are people going to be able to, for example, go out to some site and see your progression on the book? Like you might be giving me some updates every once in a while?
Yes, I will. Once I get close to being done writing it, I will update everybody to where when it will be published, where you can order it. I'm hoping that once I get it published, it can be in stores and everything else. So once everything is up in the air, I promise you that I will keep you all posted.
Oh, fantastic! Yeah, it would be as you get, as they say, further along in the process. It'd be nice if you could put out some few excerpts to make people excited about it.
Yes, yeah, you're definitely gonna want to read this one.
Okay, fantastic. Yeah, I have to tell everybody that Anna would not tell me the title of the book until this broadcast. So now we both found out at the same time.
Yeah, I wasn't going to reveal it until it was ready, but you know what? It was meant to be.
Yeah. Okay. So you're saying that so this will be your first time writing a book?
Yes. Yeah. Okay. I want to let people know that my life story, how you can follow and change your life to paranormal to something else, and then you can go back to the paranormal. I want to try to inspire people. I want to help people to where they feel stuck, to where, they're so deep in the paranormal and they don't know how to change something else. So I want people to feel what I'm going through to hopefully help them.
Yeah, wow, that's great. Because it sounds like the fact that you've changed directions a number of times and pivoted from one way and back again to paranormal. People are going to want to know why did this happen?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and I want to tell people all about that.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it, and as I said, we're gonna, as we get closer, we're gonna whet people's appetite by talking about it and what's in there and stuff like that. So this is great. Well, I'm so excited. I'm so excited that that you're doing this. I know something you haven't done before, and this is just the beginning.
New beginning, something new. Yep.
Yeah, you might decide that you like writing so much that you're going to continue.
I have so many stories that I don't even know where to begin, to be honest. There's so many adventures after this one that I want to, tell everyone what I went through for the last 43 years.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's great. Okay. I want to talk about filmmaker June DeGuiso. And I actually met Anna with June DeGuiso's World Music and Independent Film Festival 2 years ago, and now we've been to three of them so far. 2023, 2024, and now 2025. So that's how I met Anna, and I'm really excited to. It was so great meeting her and learning about all her interests and stuff like that. So okay, so let's talk about. I know you've talked about pivoting back, from fashion to the paranormal. But tell us about your experience walking in the fashion show at the latest WMIFF.
I always have a good time doing that because I want to show people, like, no matter what age you have, if you have it, just show it. And I want to give that type of attitude. So I figured, since I had the opportunity, the first time I did, I think the last one I did, that was my third year doing it already. And every time I do it, it gets more exciting and more intense. And, I have such an amazing fun, and I get to meet amazing girls, and we have such a blast doing it. And, getting the feeling of what it's like to become a model like that. You don't realize how much, effort and stress that you actually have to put in to do something like that.
Yeah, it sounds like it would be. I mean, do you have? Are there particular people that dress you? They say they're going to wear this particular outfit and they fit it for you. Is that how that works?
Basically, when you want to do somebody else's designs, that's basically what that is. They did have that at the last one, but I wasn't part of that. I just kind of had my own thing going. But yeah, when you do like these runways and stuff like that, a lot of times there'll be a fashion designer that wants you to wear their outfits and walk down the runway so everybody can see what they're designing.
Yeah. It was really fun to watch. Everybody walking in the show. I know still three people, including Anna, very well, who were actually doing the walking in there. So always nice to see when they go by and see, what are they wearing this time? Because they did like about three different outfits.
Yeah, I think the last one we just did two. We just did formal, and then we did spring outfit.
Okay, yeah, that's something. Yeah. Okay, so continuing with June, one of the things you've also been doing is being an actress in June's projects. So why don't you discuss some of the projects that you're a part of with June's films or whatever.
Oh, my dog. If you hear my dog out, that's my dog out in the yard. I apologize for that. He's outside in the kennel. Yeah.
Yeah, well, don't worry about it.
So I have a movie that we did the first time Road to Absolution, and I hope I said it right. So I was the senator's assistant, and that was the first time that I had a taste of doing a film with June, and it was an amazing opportunity that I was able to get into that, and ever since then I can't stop wanting to do more. So I really do enjoy doing movies with June. I think he's brilliant. I think he has natural talent when it comes to filmmaking and writing on his own. Like, God bless him for him to just do all that work. I mean, that would really, that's like so much just to do for one person, you know, but he does a fantastic job. He really does. And I'm very happy to be part of the community.
Yeah, and we can see here that June is actually watching here with us. Hi, June. Great to see you as always. He's one of the great supporters of my podcast.
He is. He really is. He's such a sweet pea.
So, also, my wife Randy and myself, we are also have the opportunity to be actors in a bunch of June's projects, as well as being executive producers. So yeah. So okay. So tell us about other project of June's that you are a part of.
Yes. We did post the trailer for it, the Cuddly Games. I don't want to say too much into that because I want to leave people surprised. But that is another project that we are doing, and we're going to continue to do more filming soon. And the part that I did, like I said, I'm not going to say anymore, so you're going to have to wait and watch it when it's ready. Sorry. Yeah. I don't want to spoil anything, so you're going to have to wait. But I'm really happy to be part of the project. I'm one of the main actresses with the other girls, and I am very honored to be part with this project with June and the girls.
Yeah, and as you can see on the screen now, Serial Madness, which is episode 11. That's one of the projects that you're in, and so I figured I would, June posted. I figured I would show it out everybody.
Thank you.
So, and I'm so excited that that you are excited about acting. We're both excited about
yes, yeah. It's getting there. You just gotta be responsible, stay focused. Always commit to what you're doing, and show that you can work hard, and that's what I have been doing, and it's just been going, and I am just developing new opportunities, and it's fantastic.
Yes, that's right. It's important to take advantage whenever an opportunity presents itself. You have to take advantage of it. Same thing with myself and my history in entertainment. I've been really happy about all the opportunities that I have had, whether it be albeit behind the camera or in front of the camera. Both. Yeah. Yeah,
and I noticed that you do win awards, and God bless you for winning those. That must be the best feeling to get, is getting one of those awards.
Thank you. Yeah, just my podcast and an episode of my podcast with filmmaker Guinevere Thomas. We just won a Communicators Award, 2 awards from that. So that was really exciting.
You never know. Maybe I'll be on the list next year. So I'm trying to work really hard for that. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Okay. So we're going to talk a little bit more about what some of the stuff that you're working with June on. But we're going to stop for a brief commercial, and we'll be right back. I'm Alan Greenstein, founder and producer at Support Our Hashtag Creatives. If you make something, albeit make a movie, start a business, write a book, make a physical product, run a nonprofit, promote people, are a songwriter, etc., you too are a creative, and I would love to have you be a guest on the Support Our Hashtag Creatives podcast. If you want to be featured on this podcast, please use the contact tab on my website at supportourcreatives.com, or email me directly at alan@supportourcreatives.com. And we're back. So, continuing, tell us about some of the other activities that you're doing for June, the Grease Up.
Right now, I am participating in being his assistant. I am helping him while he has his hands full by, he has a lot of his plate with a lot of projects and family and all that other stuff. So I was like, let me take some stuff off your hands and let me see what I could do. So this way you don't have to do so much. So right now I am being the assistant to where I am helping to build the website with him. We are doing it together. It's not quite ready yet. We're still adding in a lot of stuff. It's becoming really great the way we are putting it all together. And I'm also helping him with the Facebook page, which I will be sending to June, so this way you guys can, see it, and it's going to be fantastic to where, I can help him keep up with all the updating events and movies, things he's got going on with you guys, pictures and videos and stuff like that.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, it's great that you're offering your services, something like that. This way, once again, it'll help your visibility as well as June's visibility.
Well, yeah, because, I'm home a lot. I'm always by the computer, even though I do a lot of my business stuff. But I was like, you know what? Let me take some of the stuff off your hands. Let me, I have the software. I have the software to make videos and editing, and I'm sure he does too. But I was like, you know what? Why don't I take the extra time to where I can help you do a couple of things, and this way you're not feel like you have so many heavy bricks on your back. So I think it's helping out a lot with that as well.
Yeah. Oh, very good. I think congratulations on that. Great opportunity.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Looking forward to seeing the results of your labor when the Facebook page is available and the website's available.
Yeah, it's just about completed. I'm going to be adding June with that as well, so this way he can control into what he wants to, put on there with all his other stuff as well. So.
Yeah, fantastic. Very good. Very good. Yeah. Okay, so let's talk more about the transitioning that you went from paranormal to fashion and back again. So you said, yeah, because I think that is a very interesting occurrence that happened to you. I mean, when you think about fashion, there must have been some reason why you went in that direction. But what made you turn around and go back again?
Fashion was always a thing for me for a very long time. I got a taste of it when I started doing the events with you guys to walk down the runway and all the other stuff. So ever since then, I got so into it more and more and more, and then I was able to get an opportunity. But then when we were at the last event, when we were at dinner, all the girls realized that I had a natural gift. And I was like, oh, damn, here we go again. I cannot run away. I cannot, run away from this, because it seems like no matter what I do, no matter where I go, no matter how hard I try to quit, it will always fall. I apologize for my dog. Must be something in the yard. But anyway, so then what happened was everybody was missing me in the paranormal, and I was going to do an event in Kentucky, but then I felt that I was getting this feeling in the gut that it just wasn't meant for me. It wasn't my cup of tea. And, I started doing readings beforehand, and, I enjoy doing readings for people. I enjoy helping people heal in the process of losing somebody, which I just did over the weekend. She lost her son. So she couldn't believe what an amazing gift that I had. So that made me realize, so what am I doing? Why am I doing this? Why am I doing the whole fashion thing? Am I just trying to be happy with so many things that I can't decide? Or I really wanted to see if the fashion was really a place for me to be, to where it wasn't my path to go. And the way how they work in the fashion industry and how people can be, I just was like, I might as well just stay with the paranormal because it's the same both ways. So I met a girl that was in the same thing that I was. She was a sensitive, and I met her at the event, and she's also into horror like I am. So, and she was like, you could come out with me and do paranormal. She lives in North Carolina. She's actually not that far away from me. And so that made me realize, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? Is it because I love Sex in the City so much that I just have a taste of watching the girls go to runway, being in, Vogue? I always wanted to work for Vogue, but because of sorry about my dog. It was, maybe I was just teasing myself, like, you don't realize how hard the fashion world really is until you actually get into it with other people, and how cutthroat it is, and how expensive that it can really get. So I was like, you know what? My brother told me, like, and my friends told me, like, do not do the fashion. Just keep it with your clothes and go back to the paranormal, because that's what you're good at. You're good being a spiritual medium. You're good with helping people. And it's always has been my life. It's in my blood. And no matter how much I try to change to one thing to another, I go back to where I was. So that's why everything that you see between the broadcast, the candles, my book, it's like, I might as well just tell the world how, try to choose what you want, choose for your life, stop going back and forth, make sure you know what you want. But it's never too late to try new things, though. How do you know until you try it? So that's why I tried the fashion, to see if maybe that was my new path to take with the acting. And then, like I said, when I got a taste of it, I was like, no, I'm good. I'm good. I love fashion, but I think I'm just going to keep it with the clothes and the movie and stuff like that, and just keep the other stuff because that's what more I'm good at. So it just wasn't enough for me.
Well, that is such a great story.
Thank you. Even though you had to hear my dog.
And you've got plenty of great things that you are doing, without the fashion. As you said, obviously the paranormal, right, with your podcast, and of course you work on your book, and you got your candle business. So you got lots of stuff going on.
I just got to put it all together and get it ready, and that's the whole bottom line with that.
Yeah. Well, think about it carefully. Do it the right way and iterate and and pivot if you have to. But you'll have all these different paths to success.
Yeah, if it's just not meant for you, don't even bother starting it. That's my best advice.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, can you tell me a little bit what a paranormal reading is like?
A paranormal reading, what I do, I am a spiritual medium. I'm a clairvoyant. On a level of 6 above all mediums. There's all types of different levels of mediums. But fortunately, I was the one that got the gift where I could see the afterlife. So paranormal readings is what I do. I help people grieve when they lose a loved one. I help connect with messages that, they look forward to from loved ones and friends. So that's basically what a paranormal reading is. What I do is the best way I can explain it to you. So this way you guys understand what I do when it comes to a paranormal reading. Yeah. It's a lot. It's a lot. Yeah.
It must take a lot out of you,
Yeah, it's a lot of energy. It's a lot of learning. It's when you connect with the afterlife, the next day you kind of feel like you got run over. So it does take a lot out of you, but if you're willing to learn how to control how that, so you don't have to feel that the next day, there are ways to learn that, but it takes time. So I've been in this, God, for like forever, and I even took classes on it, and I even took classes on spiritual side and readings and all. You don't even know the knowledge that you have to learn to do something like this. See, for me, it's just natural, so I don't need classes. I still need to learn what I need to do and understand when it comes to these things, but I kind of learn along the way. So I'm one of the lucky ones to where I can just go ahead and help somebody. Some people can do it differently. Like I said, there's all types of different spiritual mediums and psychics. So there's mediums and there's psychics. Mediums and psychics are two different things. So no, I'm not a psychic.
Okay, wow. Oh, it's just amazing what you're doing. Yeah. Okay, so do you have anything to say to those who would like to emulate what you do? Any advice for them?
Sure. If you want to let's start with spiritual medium. If you want to become a tarot card reader, my best advice to you is be very careful with it, because it's just like opening a door when you're playing a Ouija board. You don't know who or what you are talking with when it comes to playing with tarot cards. It can be highly dangerous. You don't know what other people have when they have attachments. You don't know if they have something negative and, now you're stuck. Be very careful when it comes to being a medium and a psychic, because there's lots of doors that you can open that you can't handle. Paranormal investigating. Paranormal investigating is another thing that people seem to think that they have it handled, but they don't. There's so many dark entities out there that even though you see all these things on TV, but you can't believe what you watch on TV. I've been in the field for so many years, and let me tell you, those things that they show on TV are real. Dark entities are real. Poltergeists are real. I had a friend once that was possessed, where I had to help at a case. It can be very dangerous. And if you don't understand it very well, I highly recommend not to mess with it, especially Ouija boards. Do not mess with those. You have to understand how to, you can use it as a tool, but you have to understand how to use it. Just don't use it because I see my friends that contact and thinks it's a game. It's not a game. So that's my best advice when it comes to paranormal. So is there any other advice that you wanted to give that I have going on?
Well, let's see. How about, let's see. Okay. What if somebody is interested in candle making?
Candle making. Okay. So candle making, if you are not feeling it, don't do it, because I actually had to take a month off to learn how to make candles, because one, there's 7 types of wax. Each wax that you make with a candle holds the scent of the oil. There's all sorts of scented oils when it comes to a candle and wicks. The trick is temperature, how hot you have it or how cool you have it, because what happens is when you pour the color and the wick, the color and the scented oil, my apologies, inside the wax, it has to be a certain temperature, or it's not going to hold the smell and the color when it comes to the temperature. And the key is to have that proper wick. The wick will hold that scented oil, because when you use scented oils, certain oils won't develop the smell very well. So always make sure you do your homework first, just don't jump into it like I did. And it can get very highly expensive. The wax is not that cheap. You need, as you can see in the back, I have all my candle stuff over there in the corner, but I know you can't really see it that well. But you need a lot of equipment. You need the proper stoves, the wax, the wicks. It's a lot. So prepare yourself what you're getting into, because I had to start over to learn how to properly make candles. It's a lot.
Okay. Well, that's fine. Yeah. Okay. So what is the best way for people to get in touch with you?
You can get in touch with me on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. I am on all those platforms. Facebook, my main Facebook page has my email. You can email me. It's all connected with all my links, with my candle shop, my spiritual reading, and my broadcast. All in the links below of the profile.
Okay, fantastic. Yeah, so Facebook page is a great place to go to get in touch with you. Good. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, it's been so great having you on. And
well, thank you.
I'd like to point out that this discussion did not go the way I thought it would, because
it never does.
because of the fact that, I mean, Anna, she has the ability to pivot, and she has some major decisions that she came to realize during the couple of weeks that we were talking about having the show. So so our discussion really is focused on the present situation with Anna, what Anna wants to do today, and why she decided she would be going back to something she had done in the past. Yeah. So, and as I said, I think that's a great story about how you decided to do what you did, and looking forward to to working with you in the future, and looking forward to your book, and we will find out more about how you decided to follow the paths that you're following. So that's right. I want to let people know that this can happen sometimes, but it turns out it was a great show, because we learned a lot about your motivation for doing what you do. So thank you, Anna.
You're welcome.
It's okay. So so good. So with that, I'm getting ready to say goodnight. But first, I want to point out that once again, for those who watch the live and those who are watching the replay, we will be repurposing this episode to be seen on streaming platforms such as Spotify. So we want to give everybody the opportunity to see this if you were not able to catch the live. So with that, I'm going to say good night, everybody.
Good night.